Now that we've covered the bones of the hip, let's move to something just as important, the capsule and ligaments of the hip joint. These structures are what truly keep the hip stable during daily activities, especially when we're putting weight on one leg or extending the hip behind us. The hip joint capsule. The hip joint capsule is a strong, fibrous sleeve that encloses the joint. Think of it like a tough envelope wrapping around the femoral head and the acetabulum. It attaches anteriorly along the intertrochanteric line. That's the ridge on the front of the femur just below the neck. Posteriorly, it attaches along the intertrochanteric crest. This difference is important because it means that certain regions of the femoral neck, like the basicervical and intertrochanteric regions, are actually extracapsular, and this has direct surgical implications. Fractures in these regions behave differently than intracapsular ones. The three main ligaments. Inside and outside the capsule, the hip is reinforced by three major ligaments. 1. Iliofemoral ligament, the famous Y ligament of Bigelow. This is the strongest ligament in the body. It runs from the anterior inferior iliac spine, AIIS, down to the intertrochanteric line. When the hip is fully extended, like when you're standing upright, it becomes taut, locking the hip into place and preventing hyperextension. Why is this so important? Because it means we can stand upright with very little muscular effort. The ligament is literally holding us in place, saving energy. Clinically, it's also critical because it helps prevent anterior dislocation of the hip. Ischiofemoral ligament. This one reinforces the posterior capsule. It's not as strong as the iliofemoral ligament, but it resists excessive internal rotation and posterior translation. When surgeons approach the hip posteriorly, they're very aware of this ligament because cutting through it can increase the risk of posterior dislocation after hip replacement. Pubofemoral ligament. This ligament reinforces the inferior and anterior part of the capsule. It prevents excessive abduction and extension. Think of it as the check rein that keeps your leg from moving too far outward. Other supporting structures. Ligamentum teres, also called the ligament of the head of the femur. It runs from the cotyloid notch of the acetabulum to the fovea on the femoral head. In adults, it doesn't provide much mechanical stability. It's relatively relaxed during hip adduction. But in children, it's more important, as it carries a small artery that supplies blood to the femoral head. Transverse acetabular ligament. This is located at the inferior margin of the acetabular labrum, spanning the acetabular notch. It doesn't provide major mechanical restraint, but it is an important anatomic landmark during surgery. For example, when surgeons ream the acetabulum for a total hip arthroplasty, they use this ligament to assess acetabular version and orientation. So to tie this together, the capsule encloses the hip, attaches anteriorly to the intertrochanteric line, and posteriorly to the crest. The iliofemoral ligament prevents hyperextension and anterior dislocation. The ischiofemoral ligament reinforces posterior stability. The pubofemoral ligament prevents excessive abduction, and the ligamentum teres has limited importance in adults but a vascular role in children. And the transverse acetabular ligament is a landmark for surgeons. Together, these structures transform the hip joint into one of the most stable joints in the human body, strong enough to bear our entire body weight, yet flexible enough to let us run, jump, and pivot.